Hello viewers, in this video we'll see labor turnover. Labor turnover is nothing but the change in the labor force. That is the percentage change in the labor force during a specified period of time. Okay. If the labor turnover is high, it indicates that the labor is not stabilized and there is a frequent changes by way of workers leaving the organization, and this is to be avoided because it is not good for the organization. High labor turnover is not good for the organization, and on the other hand the low labor turnover is also not good for the organization because it indicates inefficient workers are being retained in the organization. Okay, hence high labor turnover is to be avoided. At the same time, low labor turnover should also be avoided. Now we'll see the definition of labor turnover. Labor turnover may be defined as the number of workers replaced during a given period relative to the average labor force during the period. Okay, this is nothing but the number of workers leaving the organization and the number of workers replaced for that place is the labor turnover. Under this labor turnover, we have four methods to measure this labor turnover. The first one is labor turnover under separation method. Here the formula to calculate the labor turnover is number of employees left the organization during a period divided by average number of employees during a period. Okay, and the labor turnover under replacement method, here is the formula number of employees replaced during a period divided by average number of employees during a period. Okay, here the number of employees replaced we will take into consideration, and the next one under flux method. Okay, under this method labor turnover is equal to number of employees left plus number of employees recruited during a period. Okay, here we have to consider both, that is the number of employees left and as well as the number of employees recruited. That should be divided by average number of employees during a period. Okay, and the last method is labor turnover under additions method. Here the labor turnover is equal to number of additions during a period divided by average number of employees during a period. Okay, here the number of additions, the number of employee newly recruited for the period, and that should be divided by average number of employees during a period. Okay, and here we need to know what is this average number of employees during a period. This is nothing but number of employees at the beginning of the period plus number of employees at the end of the period divided by 2. Okay, that is the average number of employees during a period. And the other thing, that is number of employees left, number of employees replaced, and number of employees recruited, and number of additions. These information normally will be given in the problem. Okay, we need to find what is this average number of employee. Okay, using that we can able to find out the labor turnover rates. Okay, let's start doing one problem. Yes, here we have the problem. From the following particulars supplied by a personnel department of a firm, calculate labor turnover. Total number of employees at the beginning of the month is 2010 and number of employees who were recruited during the month is 30. Next, number of employees who left during the month is 50 and the total number of employees at the end of the month is 1990. Okay, with this information we will calculate the labor turnovers under different methods. Okay, let's start doing the problem. First we have to calculate the labor turnover under separation method, and the formula is number of employees left the organization during a period divided by average number of employees during a period. And in this problem, the number of employees left during the month was given, that is 50. So we have to find out the average number of employees during the period. For that, the formula is number of employees at the beginning of the period plus number of employees at the end of the period, that should be divided by 2. So we have number of employees at the beginning, that is 2010, and number of employees at the end, that is 1990. So if we find the average of this two, we'll get 2000. Okay, this is the average number of employees during a period. Okay, now we have to substitute in the formula in order to find the labor turnover under separation method. Okay, so 50 divided by 2000 will get 2.5%. Okay, this is the labor turnover under separation method. Now we can calculate the labor turnover under replacement method. For that, the formula is number of employee replaced during a period divided by average number of employees during a period. Okay, here we have the number of employees replaced, that is number of employees who are recruited during the month is the number of employees replaced during the period. So we can take that 30 here, and we already know the average number of employees during a period, that is 2000. Okay, if we substitute in that formula, we'll get labor turnover 30 divided by 2000, it's 1.5%. Okay, and the next method is flux method. Okay, under this method, the formula is number of employees left plus number of employees recruited during a period. Here we have left, that is 50, and recruited is 30. So 50 plus 30, and we already know what is the average number of employee, that is 2000. So if we substitute, we'll get 4%. Okay, this is the labor turnover under flux method. And we'll see one more problem. Yes, here we have the problem. The following information is extracted from the records of a company for the month of October 1998. Number of employees at the beginning of the month 950. Number of employees at the end of the month 1050. Number of employees resigned is 10. Number of employees discharged is 30. Number of employees replaced in the vacancy is 20. Number of employees appointed due to expansion scheme is 120. Calculate the labor turnover rate. Okay, first we'll start doing with separation method, and we know the formula, number of employees left divided by average number of employees. Okay, here we have employees at the beginning, that is 950, and employee at the end is 1050. That should be divided by 2, so we'll get 1000. Okay, this is the average number of employees during a period. And now we have to know what is the number of employees left. Here see, in this problem, number of employees resigned. Okay, that we will take, and also the number of employee discharged. Okay, this both mean the same, that is the number of employee left. So we can take 10 plus 30 divided by 1000. So we'll get 4%. Okay, 4% is the labor turnover rate. Okay, and now we can calculate the labor turnover under replacement method, and the formula is number of employee replaced during a period divided by average number of employees during a period. Okay, we know the average number of employees during a period. So now we can calculate the labor turnover. It is replaced during the year is 20. It is given directly in the problem. So we can take that. That should be divided by the average number, that is 1000. So we'll get 2%. Okay. Now we can calculate the labor turnover under flux method. And the formula is number of employees left plus number of employees recruited. Okay. So in this problem, we have number of employees resigned, and this resign is considered as left, and number of employees discharged, and this too will come under this number of employees left. So we can take this 10 plus 30 for left, and number of employees recruited, we can take this number of employees replaced in the vacancy 20, and also the number of employees appointed due to expansion scheme, that is 120. We can take all this. Okay, so 10 plus 30 plus 20 plus 120 will get 180. Okay, that should be divided by the average number of employees, that is 1000. So we'll get 18%. Okay, I hope now you are clear with this method of calculating this labor turnover rates, and I have given you a problem for you to practice. Thank you for your patient listening.